Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi guys, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to the stream. It's a super weird hour and it's going to be a super quick stream. But I wanted to go ahead and I photographed the stool and I actually, super exciting photography there. But I also got the shots that I needed for a new composite that I'll start tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to get to stream tomorrow. I've got a full day at the studio, but I'm thinking that when I get home around 5 or so, I might jump on just because I've got a lot to do, so I want to keep up on it. I'm gonna wrap this one up pretty soon, and that gives me a few days to step away from it and come back with fresh eyes, maybe even get a print made to see if I've missed anything real obvious, or just see if something's not sitting right. Today has been a day, and I had a whole list of stuff I want to go over, but I'm going to save that for the next stream when I've got more time. I want to go over the best habits for composite photographers, and it's a good one. So that just kind of helps you get into the, where is it? I swear. Okay. It is 5334. And the next one that I'm going to work on is not wildly depressing. So we've got that going for us. Let's see how it does knowing what our subject is here. Hey, look out. Oh my gosh. So my plan was to stream about 4 hours ago. And I had, so I've used ProSelect ordering software for my clients for something like 12 years. I've used it a long time. And I have kept this laptop behind me, this dark one. Oh no, it's in that pile somewhere. Trust me. I've kept that going because that was solely what I used that laptop for. It was strictly my ordering session laptop, and it was finally getting to a point where it just could not be revived more. So I've had this other laptop for a long time and it's not back there. I went ahead and put it in my bag for tomorrow because it's going to be just like one thing after another. So I'm trying to set it up today so I can be chill tomorrow. As chill as I ever am. But it was actually not a bad process. I probably should have done that, and now my reminders are all going off for the things I was going to do in the evening. That's just not happening today. So it'll have to do today to have a stream dropping this stool in, adding the shadows. Real exciting stuff. But also, this tedious stuff is sometimes the difference maker. If I didn't learn that during conversations with our ancestors, then, I don't know what my life lesson was there, because that was certainly a vital one. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Will I be able to? I don't know. This little stool has served many important purposes in my art career. Oh, we missed a little chunk there, didn't we? Okay, I'll probably have to back up for that just to get, sometimes these little highlights are hard, I think. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. And I'm just gonna, I want a nice straight, yeah, that highlight is difficult. Especially because I think there's probably a spot on there that where is everything? Okay, so I'm actually pretty glad that I just went back and went with so first things first, well, all right. I'm gonna move this back behind. I'm just gonna sit here while my computer decides. I'm very impatient today because I had all these things kind of pop up that I wasn't planning on needing the time for. Oh my gosh. And now it's just gonna sit. I can't. All right. But just wait. So that, I guess I'm leaving that up. I don't know why. To see the before and after of what was finished. I knew it wasn't finished. I knew it was rushed. But, okay, now where? This must be it. Okay. So this is going to move. Oh, it did move. All right, behind my children. We need to even it up a little. And I want to duplicate and hide one because I'm going to play with the perspective and sometimes this can go a little awry. Oh, sometimes not. Sometimes it does exactly what you need it to do when you need it to do it. And because I know this action that I created yesterday is darker than my normal basics, I'm going to use it because this whole image is going to be darker than what I normally, whoops. So we're gonna need to put a little weight on it. Now that I'm looking at it, it feels like it doesn't fit in there. So let's work on that a little bit. Those highlights might be a little much for it. So what I thought was going to be just a quick little drop-in situation ends up not being. That's all right. That's the way it goes. And I'm going to duplicate this and just, especially the side and the Bear, I am very late today. I have had a day and realistically I'm over it. But I wanted to get this stool. That floating candle was really bugging me. So I'm just gonna drop this in here. I've got a brand new composite to start. I'm gonna start that tomorrow because I didn't think I would stream tomorrow, but today got so crazy. And then I have jury duty next month, which is really gonna mess me up. So, you know, I was kind of excited. I was really excited actually about jury duty when it first when I first got the notice. And then the more you think about the logistics of it for a business owner, you know, it's not like I can just let my boss know that I won't be there. So now I'm kind of annoyed. My boss needs me to work. It's me, I'm my boss. But if it coincides with like a client's appointment, that's no good. Alright, save. And then I'm just gonna start down here at the bottom and get these cleaned up a little, because that little sliver of outline. Oh no, that always, I never ever find anybody streaming when I want to like watch. Summer outside, winter indoors, cats and butterflies around my head. Summer outside, winter I might actually end up putting a little bit of and it's go to bed in a bit. I'm sorry, Bear. We're all, for the record, my light's been on and I've been ready to go for like 2 hours, and I had to redo my sales program. I've used that program since at least 10 years. And because of that, I had cut corners and made it easy. So I figure if I was putting it on a new computer, which I had to do, now was the time to do it right, even though I had like 1,000 other things that needed to happen. But it's done, and it was actually a pretty seamless process. It was just kind of, the timing was stressful. And like this that I'm working on now doesn't actually need to be as precise as I'm making it, because it's gonna have a little gradient over it. It's down kind of in these shadows. I might even blur it out slightly. I'm getting all of the I'm getting all of the updates too that people are streaming. Probably more exciting than extracting the stool, but the image will be worth it, I hope. Oh, and that's on his pants. So that's, oh my gosh. But I did this with the flowers and it paid off. So I'll just do my due diligence here and not worry about too much precision. And we have to go get a coffee maker because the old girl hung in there for a long time. Given that we both work from home and we both drink coffee, and actually my oldest son drinks coffee now too. Hey, Impoverish! Yes, you made it. I am extremely late today. It's not been my day. But I'm here. It's a reunion. What's everybody up to tonight? Hopefully you guys have had a more peaceful day than I have. It really hasn't been all that bad, but just for the last couple of hours, the last like 3 hours, it was just like one thing after another that was not helpful. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Let's do this actually. We'll go smaller and a little higher. No, not like that though. Oh my gosh. All right. So tomorrow I will, well, actually no, I was going to say I'll for sure be late, but that's not actually that accurate. Is that a snowflake? It has been, we were supposed to get storms today, and I was actually pretty pumped about that. Oh, here we're at the... So I had a whole plan for photography topic, and I'm not going to waste it on today because it's going to be a shorter stream. You know what? I wonder if this just makes more sense to do. That is a whole lot quicker. Yes. I think I'll do that on... I need to do the... Just gonna go right along like a maze. And get rid of this hard edge. I want to drop a shadow behind this, a double shadow like I'm doing for the candles, just to kind of mimic that flickering, dancing light, the dancing shadows, the candles, particularly 6 candles in a room would provide. And we got rain today. I needed some version of rainstorm pictures for several different composites, and by the time we got across town to where I was looking for reflection specifically, it was sunny and everything was dry. So I was just, maybe they didn't get the rain that we got. But I got the most important ones, and we can make it rain in the composite. I was just trying to make it a little easier since they took away the guide images. We don't have to show what images we started with, and it was always kind of cool since we showed the guide images. It was cool to have, you know, a subpar base image and create something really beautiful out of it. And since they aren't going to see that now, not for my main comps anyway, and there were quite a few comps that just never did that to begin with. In fact, PPA and the PPA affiliated ones were the only ones that did. So I did not want to have to go back in and open up all these layers, and I'm so glad that I did, because I can see a huge difference already. Those things that we try to avoid the most make the biggest impact. Not the first time, but I still probably haven't learned my lesson. Okay, we're getting there here. All right. So I'm just going to put a hard blur on this. And then okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to do kind of the same thing I did the first time, but I was trying to cut corners a little bit. Doing it out of order a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna merge those. I'm gonna keep that. Oh. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay. Duplicate now. And then I'm just gonna make sure and I'm not as worried. Normally I would duplicate the layer just to make sure it all matched up. This is not gonna matter because I'm gonna erase back the edges anyway. So this is actually so this candle definitely needs some work because it's so much brighter than the others. That's why it was on the wrong side of the little candle halos. Just want to take kind of that hard edge off. And I definitely want to take that. That hard edge is going to sell as a little shadow, but the whole thing needs to move down, or the stool needs to move up. And I think it would probably make sense for the stool and the shadows to move up. So I'll do that here. I'm gonna save it. And then the candle, change its perspective just a teeny bit, because I had always been okay, I don't know why it's being like that, but we'll try again. Forget it. I don't have it in me today. And this always acts odd since I updated my computer. Good night. Have a good one. We will not be too far behind you, not for bed, but at least offline. But I'll be back tomorrow. I didn't think that I was gonna get to be back Friday because I have a full schedule, but I end a little bit sooner than I thought I would. Oh my gosh, this thing. All right, I give up. I am out of patience today. Okay, so just give it a little ring of shadow, just where, I'm gonna switch to a stylus for this, where the light would be blocked by the little candle holder. You know, and it would have little spots of it being blocked. And then brighter. And I'm gonna go a little bigger there. Still at 9. And it won't be super uniform here because I had the wrong brush, so that's why it wasn't doing what. There we go. I thought I changed it, but I guess it didn't pick it up. There we go. All right, that'll be her little light. Now, the judges, when it went through, said that the eyes were a little sharp, that they were a little too, they were drawing attention too much. I don't mind them. So, what I am gonna do though, this will be kind of weird. So, I'm just gonna have an eye layer, so that it's an easy flip back. But what I want to do is add this little sparkle from the candle in there. I'm going to select the inverse and delete so that I don't have to worry about so I'm just gonna I'm gonna back up a little bit so that I can make sure that I get the angles correct from the candle. But I'm just gonna do maybe like a 3 pixel and just a little warmer than not that. Maybe just like 2. There we go. her eyes are so sparkly already. That was probably what they're referring to, because I get that a lot if I do anything to their eyes. I'm putting 2 little sparkles in the one closest and just 1 in the one away. And I just want like just slightest little reflection of the candle there. And I do want to see if the frame is still separate, because if it is, I'm going to mess with it somewhat. Okay, before I do that, one thing that I want to do is play with the perspective. Wait. Let's just focus on one thing at a time here. So there, and then take all the color out. And again, and we just keep repeating this process until it's gone. Oh wait, before I do that, I do want to do a pretty intense blur. There we go. And just go way down there, because I just doesn't need to be that intense. It's a frame shadow. I'm gonna save it. That's the main frame. That's the shadow. Okay. So I'm just kind of, no, not perspective, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just kind of eyeballing. I want to create this like dancing like if you think about a campfire and how the shadows dance around everything, and just gonna keep doing this till everything is, and then give me a nice But before I go further with this one, actually, I'm gonna go like 50% because I don't hate it. Because this candle would be closer, he would have more. Okay, we're getting there. The difference that the shadows make are so intense. And I can't overstate that. Oh yeah, and I've got to do their eyes. All right, let's go to, actual pixels, not a thing anymore. Okay, I think I will take it out of her. Her eyes are so light. That it's not really adding anything but maybe some confusion. Yeah, like that. His eyes were the ones that I really wanted that little sparkle in. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this just in case. I always get close, but never spot on. All right. Okay, and then I wanted to get in here to his pant leg had more kind of edges along there. I'm gonna just blur them. I'm gonna go to my stylus actually and just blur them. And this is one of the reasons I'm grateful that and I think that's why, because I had gone through and blurred everything, and then I changed his whole lower half. And I actually think it would do us all well. Just do a little more blurring here. And I definitely want to, I think I'll get in here. Kind of go with the curve. I don't need that to be perfect because I'm going to change it anyway. Looks like we've got more storms rolling in. I was really hopeful for the storms today, and they didn't really happen. So that was disappointing. I think they just got pushed back. So I do want to get in and reshoot a little bit of her shirt because I want to get some texture back in there, some information. And I'm thinking I might smooth out their clothing that highlights appear better. But that also might make sense once it's all flattened, and I don't want to flatten it again and do extensive work like that, like extensive work like the smudging, unless I know that the big stuff is handled. Because then I can lower it all and really allow everything to kind of thread together the way it should. So I'm real tempted to just do it. Make sure I save it. Let me just experiment a little like with his. Okay, first of all, there is some hard seams there that need to be. I went around their faces, but maybe not around the rest of their bodies. And like his shirt is so wrinkly, I actually don't mind it because I like the texture. But what I might do here is see how much information I can get out of this, just as an experiment. And then I'm going to name this Kids, because I don't know why it's not named that now. Okay. There just does not appear to be a lot of information there, so that might end up either going back to a different file. There's the info. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do is desaturate this and lighten it. Oh, well, probably not gonna lighten it. We'll just go back to 0 for that. And so I'm just gonna smudge these brighter spots that really should be showing up more. And then erase back the rest. So, wait, I want to keep that for sure. Just giving shape to his shirt. And then when I have kind of a basis for where the highlights should be, then I can I can kind of paint in some highlights. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to erase. All right, so since these are the highlights near the candle, I'm gonna warm those up. And then I'm gonna go to like 50% down here because they're pretty far. Just as an overall, I think that is, I can feel myself glaring at it. I'm going to merge those. All right, it's starting to get there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this shirt. I'm going to duplicate, select the inverse, and delete. And he's got more information already in the highlights there. And it already looks warmer. This up to 100 and make sure I can get those hard edges. And this is just for, I already worked on their skin. So this is just for the candlelight. So that would be mostly gone. Go back to 100 for these shadows. And where his arm turns. All right, and warm that up. Do I want to smudge it, or maybe nah. I was trying to get out of smudging it. Let's just watch the difference here. That's 100%. Okay, so it definitely needs it. But maybe we could work something like this, because that is too much contrast. Let's see. Okay. I think we're moving in the right direction. All right, now hers may not have the information because her dress is velvet, so it either catches all the light or none of the light. So what I might need to do is just go back to an original file and see Or I just do his real quick. Okay. So, I actually think I might have already done. Warm it up a little because I don't think it looks too warm. But you can see I already did his neck and chin and stuff. Let's see. So 3 boys' glowing clothes are done. And then I'll darken the whole thing overall. So it's closer. It's getting there. I do want to check one thing before I go. Is I wonder if... And I'm going to put this up here. If I should put a little tiny blur on the frame because her picture is pretty blurred. Not that much. Just in conjunction, just to make sure that it's going behind the Okay, it's getting there. So that's what was originally entered. And here, I'll try to put them right next to each other. So that's the original. It'll be dark again like that when I flatten it, but I'm not gonna do that yet. So lighting is a huge improvement. The stool over the furniture is a huge improvement. The shadows around them and the candles and everything, it's a lot better. I know this one looks more polished, but because I can't polish the other one until I flatten it. But it's better than it was, and that's all I ask. A little bit at a time. And that is it for tonight. I've had a day. I'm gonna go get comfy and get I'm gonna go get a new coffee maker. If that tells you the direction my day has taken, I will need that because I will be at the studio all day tomorrow, and then I'm planning on streaming when I get home. So I will see you around 5 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. I hope everybody has a beautiful day and takes beautiful photographs and enjoys storms here, whatever it is you're having. Until then, find me on Instagram, find me on YouTube, and I will be back here tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening.
That's why you my mommy. Please.